Hello and welcome to the W.B.Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head men's lacrosse coach of the Hofstra Pride, Seth Tierney, and coach. 2 straight weeks, a tough one, coming off a 10-9 loss to the Blue Hens of Delaware. This one was a little bit interesting. Got down early, made a great comeback, tied the game, and then lost on a goal midway through the fourth quarter. It's getting very, very frustrating now, and your back's against the wall.
Yeah, no, we're certainly frustrated. I feel for our guys, and it's certainly our coaches. I mean, we're in the 3 1-goal losses of St. John's, Fairfield, and Delaware. We've had opportunities to win the game, and we're just not. And we are a play away from really changing this thing around. But we need to, we need to score more goals. We got off to a tough start, like you said, and that hole that you dig yourself, it takes that amount of energy to fill that hole in, and we won the last 3 quarters versus Delaware, but we just dug ourselves such a hole. If you lose the first quarter 4-2, you win the game, but we lost it 6-2, and
right.
That's a tough sign. And there's some positives to take out of it, but the CAA playoffs, they start now for us, and with the way the standings are, we need this Drexel game's a must-win game.
Looking back at the game, down 6-1. Obviously, senior ceremonies before the game, but not too close before the game, thank God. That worked out well.
Yeah.
But do you think the emotion of senior day, the parents and the kids on the field, take a little bit out of the emotion to start the game?
I mean, I'm sure that it's emotional. It's certainly emotional for the seniors and for the parents, like you said. But after that whistle, things settle in. And listen, uncharacteristic of how we've been playing defense. We're one of the best defenses statistically in the country, right. and certainly the best defense in the CAA. But to go give up 6 goals in a quarter, it's very uncharacteristic. And we've made some mistakes. There's no getting around it. And Coach Yu is certainly frustrated, and certainly our guys. But the facts are the facts, and you can't deny what's going on. We're 1-2 with 2 tough 1-goal losses, and now we're in a situation where we got to have a great week of practice. We're playing against a team that's putting up a lot of goals, and we need to make sure that we're ready to go down and win a game.
The bright spot of the game Saturday, obviously the loss wasn't, but that you outscored Delaware 8-4. The rest of the game,
sure.
I mean that's. You have to wonder what happened.
Yeah,
obviously that's
all weekend long.
$64,000 question.
Yeah, no, I mean that was the situation in the back half of the game. Back 3 quarters of the game was 8-4 us, but it wasn't good enough to get the win. And then having opportunities versus Fairfield and not finishing them. There are some bright spots. Jack in the goal is always there for us. He was left a little bit helpless with some of those goals in the first quarter. Kyle Gallagher rebounding nice and facing off pretty well, and he's gonna have to be really, really good against Jimmy at Drexel, and yeah, I mean we're gonna have to be loose, but we're gonna have to be focused. This is that fine line stuff where people are calling. You're gonna yell and scream. We're not at that point. We're at the point where we gotta be loose, but we gotta be focused. Because now we're at that point in the season.
Yeah. Looking at Drexel this week, you got Matt Varian, Reed Bowering,
yep.
Top 2 scorers right there, and they can sling it.
Yeah, Matt's coming off of he's a Long Beach kid, and he's coming off of an ACL last year, and he can get to the goal right-handed, and he makes plays, and Reed puts the ball away, and they've had a couple of injuries, but they've got guys that are back now, Marshall King and Fraze and those guys that are, that can put the ball away. Fox is getting to the goal and he can shoot it. So, we've got to understand exactly where everything is going on. We can't let them have a whole lot of transition opportunities, and we got to be smart. So.
And this is also the Hedstrom game between Hofstra and Drexel. Obviously, you've got something going on Friday night with the team. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're going to stop by the new Hedstrom House. The Kalori family is family to us, and just to see what they've done. And this whole thing, when you turn something so bad as the passing of Nick Kalori into something so good. You know, I guess it's cliche like that something bad has to happen before something good happens. Well, this family has been through so much, and the power of Michael and the power of Mrs. Calalori and Pat and the dad and everybody, and for them to have this house literally built, and for what it is. I mean, we're going to stop by and say hello to a couple people that are living in there, and see what they've done. You know, this thing, it basically started at Hofstra where Nick got sick and didn't play anymore, and it started out with, you know, let's have a golf outing, and you know what, why don't we put together a small fall tournament and have guys, you know, sell 10 or 15 t-shirts a piece.
Yeah.
And now we're talking what these people have taken from those events, and now they've taken it to, you know, let's build $1 million house and let's raise this amount of money and let's help these families. It's unbelievable.
And the Lime Green Trophy will be on the line again.
Sure.
It's been housed in Philadelphia for the last year.
Yeah.
They're winning last year. Obviously, it's big. It's the focus of the game, but the focus of the game is winning.
Yeah.
And with UMass at 3-0, Delaware 2-1, and four
14.
other teams at 1-2.
Right, you end up starting to play now for tiebreakers, knowing that every year it goes down into the tie-breaking situation. And you know, right now we only have, if it comes down to it, we only have one tiebreaker versus Towson at this point in time. So is there a lot of lacrosse to be played? Sure, but all the lacrosse that's being played now is important lacrosse. So, and this Delaware game, and they're in the same boat. You know, this is a playoff game. This is the first round of the CAA tournament.
All right, well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hofstra and Drexel at Vitus Field at 2 o'clock in Philadelphia, and good luck again.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching the W.B.Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.